So all it takes is one little change to make a significant difference. Whatever that might look like to you, I don't know what it would be. For me, it is simply changing up where I work. And maybe that looks like changing it up every week, every month. Up to you, up to me, changing the frequency, changing the type of thing that you do, changing the order of things. Like, you don't have to change the thing, but maybe how you do it. It's a small thing that you change to have some longevity, to be able to see it all the way through to completion, to be able to be consistent, to be able to see the results that you want. You know what I mean? So all it takes is one little change, and it doesn't have to be this big old huge deal. And oh, I gotta change this, that, and the third. You don't have to change a lot of things. You could just change one thing. One thing. Maybe it's not just your productivity, but it could be how you feel. Maybe you think that you need a whole this and whole that to change the way you feel and see life. Maybe you feel like you need a vacation. Maybe some of you feel like you need to move out of the United States. You know what I mean? Move out the country. But I'm here to tell you that you might not need to do all that. It might not be all that. Maybe all you just need is to go on a staycation. Maybe you just need to go to a different city for, a weekend, just to get out of your same old scenery. You know what I mean? So it can really be anything. It can be way less than you think. So just keep your options open, keep your mind open, and let yourself try and experiment different things without holding on to like this big idea of, oh, I need to drop everything and do this big drastic thing to see this huge change in my life. You may not need nothing much. All I needed was to work in a different location and start going to the park. You know what I mean? I'm not even walking at the park. Yeah, I'm walking to get to where I'm gonna sit, but like, just the structure of my day has just dramatically improved my, I guess I'll say my mental health, even though I don't feel like it was that bad, but this is way better. In the previous video, I was talking about balance. Here I am again, so my arm's hurting. It also gives me more opportunity to be more consistent here and share my thoughts a little bit more. And so I felt like it was hard to do that and be inspired in a different location or at home. And so sometimes my inspiration needs to come from actually being out in public or just being in a different environment more consistently to get more ideas to talk to you all about. And so that's all it took. And I was thinking I needed to do all this and all that and be more serious or be more introspective and sit down and meditate and yada yada yada. I thought I had to do all that, but come to find out, maybe I just needed a different space. Maybe I just needed to plant myself in a different environment. Oh, come on, plant yourself in a different environment so you can be a blooming flower. I think it's just understanding what we actually need. I know we kind of got off topic, but sometimes some plants just can't grow just by one little tweak, and that tweak can be, oh, it just needs to be moved from this corner of the room to the another corner because it needs just a little bit more sunlight. Maybe instead of watering your plant once every two weeks, you just water it once every week. That doesn't take a lot of change on you, but that little difference can be the difference between your plant dying and flourishing. I have a plant right now that 2 of the leaves at the bottom are yellowing, and they yellowed like overnight. And I was like, oh my gosh. And here's the thing. Okay, we're getting into it. Here's the thing. What you needed before is not going to stay the same. You're not always going to need the same thing. So what was fine for you or in past season might not be fine for you now, because I felt like I was watering my plant the same consistency. And now it's like, well, no, your small tweak now needs to be that you need to increase the frequency of watering because your plant is getting bigger. You can keep it in the same place, but your plant is getting bigger now. So now what are you going to do? And it's not like, it's not that I had to take it all the way outside the room because it's an indoor plant. I didn't have to take it outside the room and then add water, then add fertilizer, and then do all this and all that. I didn't have to do all that. All I needed to do, well, I don't know yet, but so now I got to get rid of the dead leaves. But I just need to now increase the waterings just a little bit more. Fine, cool. So maybe you don't need 500 things added to your life. Maybe you just need to tweak one, have one little adjustment made, okay? So that's my message for today. Hopefully that resonates with somebody. I know it will. So being out in nature is so beautiful. Okay, my phone is running out of storage, of course, but it's so nice out here. So show you a view of the lake once again, and I will see y'all later. Bye.